in welcoming you, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our educators. Then we also have the school managers, the principals of schools who are with us here. Can we see who they are? School principals. All right, thank you. And then we have also invited members of the SGB. We said we would like chairperson of the SGB to attend. If not, then he or she may delegate. So preferably chairperson. But anyway, let us see Miranda yote ya governing body batakuwe batamani should do.
They came in number during that meeting, and there were maximum participation of parents. Parents wanted to know much about their roles in the schools, and they wanted to know how they could involve themselves in school matters. After the meeting, parents started to visit schools. For example, they just phone principals wanting to know much about their learners in the school, writing letters and checking performance of the learners. So, what issues have you discussed? That is question number 2. During the SPAN meeting, issues like parents' involvement was the first issue that have been discussed. HIV and AIDS program, teenage pregnancy, vandalism, standing for safety of the school environment, vulnerable learners, the issue of vulnerable learners already, offense whatsoever, drug abuse, learners absenteeism. Parents raised issue of teachers using phones during school periods. So given that issue has been discussed in that meeting. So under the third question, what decisions have you taken? So all these problems have been solved. And after the meeting, we have seen that all stakeholders were fully involved in the matters of the school. For example, parents' involvement. They came in numbers, coming to school, checking their learners' performance. Those who have those learners who are HIV and AIDS, they came and report about their learners' status. Under teenage pregnancy, the issue of teenage pregnancy have been discussed, checking even the constitution of South Africa, and they have agreed that learners must attend school, but with the help of their parents. Under vandalism, decision has been taken that school must have good environment where teachers must not be guilty of negligence. Under vulnerable learners or orphan learners, decisions were taken that those learners must get some food from the food that left that we get at schools. Under drug abuse, decisions were taken that no learner will be allowed at school being drugged or using drug abuse. Under learner absenteeism, parents must report learners absenteeism. So under the issue of parents that have been raised by the parents when they say teachers get in the class using phones. This issue has been discussed, and the teachers were told not to go to class with cell phones. And when research has been done, the issue has been solved. They are no longer going to classes having those cell phones. So that's all about the decision that we have taken after we have discussed.
This one is Benje Primary School. This is how Benje performed. Indicator number one. Indicator number one. The black bar represents how the school performed. Apala uchu paresawo. Ndiune rakosumba ruchikoro choshikerera hona. It's only maraka chikoro. Then the second bar, which is slightly lighter, the best school in the second. In this indicator number one, how did the best school perform? What is the position of our best school? And then the third bar, which is more lighter, the second average, on average as a second. How are we performing in indicator number one? You can see that. So you see that has done much, it's almost, it has achieved. Kama kuwa amtanga ya governing body na urana to the governing body, vokono achieve 100%. That, what does that mean? It means on that day, because it may not be a daily situation. It might have been a window dressing, who knows. But on that day, most of the minutes of the SGB, within 3 minutes, they will find them and say, here are the minutes. Which if you put the school development plan, simply, here, which if we school development plan, the budget, in 2 minutes, they produce. So that's why they earn those higher marks and always a bar. So if you see a bar in an indicator, low, maybe 10, 20, or 30, it means there was no evidence. Now, while conducting this, you are not told, you must see. If we say we want to see the minutes of the SMG, you show us the minutes, the minute book, and we see them. Don't tell us they are in your laptop. No, we don't want that. So, number two, what is number two? SGB has a clear sense of vision and direction. So here, they went up to 65 maybe. So you can see, Abamushika hanging Patapan. Why? Gauri, Jamori, no so much go interview. Abamokono was one hour chipana, Bono Lava, the Paco Smith, one of Bono, the way of Patacho. Marasakura phone, I didn't even take. The company, Boba was at Bassa. So what is our objective? All these bars must go up. High performing school. Then, number three, members of the SGB exercise their oversight role in relation to HIV and AIDS, school development planning and school finances. Where are they? They are somewhere at 65, 66. Jabazori, Makuwa HIV and AIDS danger. I got to share with them. I'm not going to do no part of you. Matuma fuso ya mara bafina refer to shikaba rwana design na roto zikobona zone abapetu abantu ba awele banye ko rubona madi. And maybe to add to that, maybe we must find all members of the governing body and all staff members having been tested. No, then the Comboria was serious about this issue. Then number 4, the community participates in school life and school improvement. Again, look. They are only at 34, 33, 32. Very low. Jamazori, community apalani, aiko wila yako, ujireshe skoro njere. Gorefuna bona bachi tu sanga drene na sanga. Mara yesu bachi bona rorari, Jamazori denje, kariyo improve, uriba, koro, community ina ira palati. It generated a development school because we cannot develop that school alone. Those people around there are our our network people. The alarm if something goes wrong. So we need to improve that good relationship with the community with value tools. Then number 5. From number 5, it's about leadership and management. So number 5, what does number 5 say? The SMT meetings are well managed and effective. There it is, number 5. 100%. So in running meetings of the SMT, what does it mean? They could produce all the minutes and everything, and some of the things discussed in the minutes we could see evidence. Everybody well, there is a tangle coming in. Then remember, those meetings are effective. We remember meeting in combat trouble, but at the end, we do not implement the plans. So they are good in number 5. Number 6, schools have devised and are implementing an appropriate set of policies. Where is it? Number 6. God, certain policies. We have got witnesses in our school who are sitting in their offices, developing school policies and selling them to our schools. So schools just buy these packages. Policy. We find the policy, yes, it's very good, well bound, neatly tied, so colorful, but it is not what is happening in the school. You see. So what we are saying is, if we talk of a policy, just get a piece of paper, write down what you do about these items. If it's about late coming, what do you do? That is your policy. Then after 2-3 years, you could develop a year. Then to go and buy a well-prepared policy. Indicator number 2. The SGB has a clear sense of vision and direction that is shared with all stakeholders. What's the governing board? A governing body ina zvine yadhivana una zvine vakokoroitana zvine zvasimedza vana muloro vonukurisa umwe zvei chimwe chifenga governing body dhuva nadhuva isokori we wait for the principal to tell us what to do.